I'm here with Jami Ryba, who is the director at One Hope Wine. Thank you so much for being here, Jami.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have you on Gifts That Give Back. Can you start by just really briefly sharing what One Hope Wine's mission and products are all about?
Yeah, so One Hope is a Napa Valley winery. It's one of the largest direct-to-consumer wineries in the world, and we've donated over $7 million to local and global causes. So basically, our One Hope Foundation gives back to organizations that provide access to clean water, hunger relief, health, and education. Those are kind of the four pillars that we have. As well as supporting any local nonprofits that are funded through our wine tastings.
Yeah, that is something that you actually reached out to me on LinkedIn about, and
Yes.
I've never heard of. I've heard of One Hope Wine before, but I didn't realize that nonprofits could partner with you guys directly to essentially host these wine tasting fundraisers for themselves. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so as long as it's a 501c3, anyone can host a wine tasting and pick which nonprofit they want to give back to. So whether you are part of the nonprofit or whether you are just a person that cares for that nonprofit or loves that nonprofit, we do in-home wine tastings. And we also do virtual wine tastings as well. So you pick the nonprofit and we create a link where people can purchase wine, and then 10% goes back to that nonprofit. And through the wine tastings, you get to try 6 different wines and kind of see what your favorites are. And it's just a really fun time. It's a really great way to get people together for a good cause and have delicious wine.
Yeah, that in particular to me, when I first heard about this, I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds awesome for like YP groups or young professional boards, junior boards, whatever you call them at your nonprofit, to be able to be empowered to host a more kind of fun, casual event versus, a lot of the big galas and really expensive events are not as accessible to young professionals. So that sounds so fun.
Yeah, it's a great way to raise money and bring awareness to the cause.
For sure. I also am curious, how long does it take to put that together when you're working with a nonprofit?
The most it would take is maybe 2 weeks to just make sure that they get the wine in time. Usually our shipping is faster than that, but I always like to have like a 2-week cushion just in case.
Sure. Yeah, especially if nonprofit leaders are watching this or listening to this, you want to give that cushion if you're trying to do something before the end of the year for year-end fundraising, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are doing any corporate gifting, then you definitely want to do it by a specific time because you just want to make sure that you get your gifts by the date that you want it. Because it is the busy time of year. We start to get a lot of gifting going on, and shipping gets delayed and things like that. So it's a good plan ahead.
Yeah. Tell me about that corporate gifting option.
Yeah, so we do a ton of corporate gifting. So different organizations, can figure out how they want to show their appreciation. At least they can do it to their employees or to their stockholders or whoever. And they can do etched bottles with their logo on them, or they can do gift boxes with, a label on them with their logo. We also have wine boxes. So it's like a box that holds either 1 or 2 bottles of wine, and you can get your logo etched into that too.
Cool.
Thing you want to. So if you have like we have some bottles that say cheers to you. We have bottles that say happy birthday, things like that. So
yeah. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so that's great to hear kind of from the nonprofit perspective, how nonprofits can partner with One Hope Wine. But I'd really love if we could talk about these, because we're here talking about gifts that give back. So if we're talking about individuals, I as an individual want to give wine that I know is supporting really great causes to my friends or family or whomever. I, in particular, really want to hear about One Hope's Wine Club because
Mhm.
I am always on the hunt for a good wine club that's going to fit what I want. And I know that's a really popular holiday gift. So can you tell me about the wine club you guys have?
Yeah, so the wine club is absolutely my favorite because we have a couple of different options. So we have our winemaker, Mari Coyle, who just on the side, we don't have very many female winemakers in the world. So she is a gem and she does amazing things with our wine. She can pick your wine for you. So it'll be like a curated pack of wine that you could get 4, 6, or 12 bottles. And that would come to you every 3 months. So you can do that option where she picks them for you if you like to try different wines. The other option is to build your own wine, I guess, basically wine club. You get to pick your own wine club. So you can pick 4 bottles, 6 bottles, or 12 bottles, and you can have it delivered every 1, 2, or 3 months. And you can mix and match. You don't have to do like a case of one kind of wine. You can have any kinds of wine and you can change them as you want to too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So you don't have to like stick with, for me, I'm kind of a white wine rosé person during the summer, but once, it gets cooler, then I want red wine. So
Sure.
it's nice that you can mix it up.
Awesome. And then I know you guys also have something called the celebration kit, One Hope celebration kit. Tell me about that. What is that?
So the celebration kit, and we do have quite a few different gift sets, but basically it's a kit that comes with a couple of champagne glasses and some confetti and some really good kind of sweet and salty popcorn and a champagne stopper. And then you get to pick what kind of wines you want to go with it. So you can do the box set, add it on to any amount of wine. So if you want 1 bottle of wine to go with it, you can do that. If you want to do a 4-pack, which gives you a discount and gives you a better discount on shipping as well, or you could do a 6-pack or a 12-pack, and they basically just add the box to your wine. So you can, and it's just such a great way to be able to send really good wine, but also send like a little extra something for celebrations.
Well, listeners and viewers, sorry for the dogs barking in the background. That's what happens when you've got 6 dogs. Okay.
So real quick, I forgot to mention the really big perks about Wine Club. Okay, so if you do a wine club, first of all, it's really flexible. You can do it every 1, 2, or 3 months, and you can pick your wines, but also you get free shipping and you get up to 20% off. So if you get 12 bottles, you get 20% off. 6 bottles is 10% off, 4 bottles is 5% off, but then you also get 10% back in rewards. The cool thing about your rewards is that you can let them accumulate and you can either use them for future purchases or you can donate them to one of our affiliated nonprofits.
Wow, that's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jami, for listeners and viewers, if they're interested in checking out One Hope Wine's products, I also have to say, you guys, I was just on the website and they also have what's called a Woof Gift Set. And you just heard all my dogs barking. We've got a lot of woofing going around. And so I personally feel like I'm going to order a Woof Gift Set for me, probably, because it also comes with this really cute dog toy. So I love that. So anyways, Jami, if people want to find One Hope Wine's stuff online and place their order or contact you to set up a wine tasting charity event, how can they do all of that?
So they can look at my website at www.onehopewine.com. my shop /Jami Ryba. I know that's a mouthful. If you want to contact me for a for a wine tasting or for gifts, you can email me at Jami. So it's JAMI 57 @hotmail.com. I'm old school, still into Hotmail. That's just me. So you can contact me there. And I would be happy to help anybody with their gifting that gives back this season.
Yeah. I'll also make sure to include, as always, listeners and now viewers, that information in the description for whichever podcast app or video channel that you're watching on. So all of that information, if you can't write it down right now, or you want to look at it again later, you can find that stuff in the description. Thank you so much, Jami. This has been really awesome. And I am so excited about One Hope Wine this holiday season.
Me too. It's a great time to, stock up for wine, and it's a great time to figure out your presents for the season.